repeat that again. So now that we're recording, and we just kind of went over, I'm sorry y'all missed the first part. We just went over the incentive though and some celebrations. But Caitlin had an excellent idea that I don't want anyone to miss. So Caitlin, would you mind doing that again, please?
Okay, so first off, I'll go ahead and say that I do have social media. If anyone on here wants to add me as a friend, you're more than welcome, because I do my business primarily online. And so it's always in my mind, first off, how do I get people to interact with me? If you're stuck in that rut of, oh, I can't get interaction, that's kind of what I help my girls do. And then how am I going to get people to join me? Because people just, it's one of those things where I think it's too good to be true, because there are a lot of scams out there. So if you promote that, you're looking to give away, well, I guess you couldn't personally, but you're looking to train and help, a few women win a free iPad before Christmas. And a $500 cash bonus before Christmas, you're going to get a lot of interaction on that post. And why I paused just a second ago is because I was thinking of, all of my girls, you would be surprised at how quick it adds up, because, if you can hit bronze ambassador, well, chances are if you're doing 3,000 in sales, you and your team, you're probably really closer than you think. And so that's just, I know that's a lot of information, but to get interaction and to get people to want to do it, I mean, they're investing $25 for an iPad and, a lot of support and training, and, it's a whole lifestyle change. So
that's a good point. Caitlin's very good at Facebook posts. She does a great job in recruiting. And, she's not just what I say, going out and hitting people between the eyes with an Avon book and dragging them back to her cave. She is talking to them. She's getting to know them. She's showing them the benefits based on what they want. We talked a lot about getting to know their why, and she's helping people link their why to why they should sell Avon. And right now, heck, like she said, $25 for an iPad along with support, and look at the money they're going to earn. Does anybody have any more questions for Caitlin on that? Everybody understood. Everybody's like, awesome. Robin, you said nope, thanks. Oh yeah, you got your question answered. Perfect. Okay, good job, Caitlin. I appreciate it. Who else has something they've been using that's working that they'd like to share? I know there's some more people who are doing some more things that are on this call. All right. So Linda Biggs earlier talked about fundraising. Would y'all like to hear about how fundraising will help you and how to do fundraising? Oh, and then Robin, we're going to get back to your question when Linda's done, okay? Because we definitely have some good Facebook fundraising information. All right. Go ahead, Linda. Why don't you tell them how to go about getting a fundraiser and how it will benefit them?
Well, the ones I've been doing so far are either for the youth groups at the church by raising money. Sometimes they're raising money for certain trips. And I've also gone to the schools. The schools are a very good way of getting fundraisers through, like the cheer teams and the dance teams. I'm doing one next month for the cheer team and the choir team for choir group. And the choir group's the first time I've ever done that one, but it's supposed to be about 30 participants in that. And once you get really a good 20 to 30 participants and you teach them how to sell, if they sell to 10 customers at one $15 item each, then that can be a $3,000 fundraiser with just 20 participants. And then that would be $1,200 for their organization, or for the school team, or for the dance team, or for the choir group. But it's easy to get those fundraisers sometimes sometimes you can, I even printed out like the booklet that you can take by the school, so they're actually reading the information and seeing exactly what they can earn, depending on how many participants that they do have at the earning levels that you're going to give to them of the percentage. Most of mine I always do at least 40%. That gives you 10% to keep for yourself to be able to buy your books and be able to put books inside each person that did participate in the fundraiser that ordered through these different groups. It's another way of gaining new customers, because if you put a new book in each one that they're sending back with those customers, then I've gained several new customers that way through the fundraisers that I've done. But approach these schools, and these, especially if they're out during the summertime. I've approached them during car washes and talk to them about doing a fundraiser and how easy it is for them to get a lot of money raised in just a short time of just, within a 2 to 3 week, really 3 week turnaround. You don't really want to do a fundraiser much more than 2 weeks. Yeah. But by 3 weeks, they've got their money that they wanted to earn. Mm-hmm. And it can, double your sale. You're going to make 50%, especially when you do the forums that are listed on your Avon.com. And then sometimes that will push your other, like if you have, say, maybe $1,000 in sales and you're at 45% earnings. Well, if you have a fundraiser added on to that, then that's going to put you over into the 50% range on your regular orders.
Very good. Thank you, Linda. So I'm going to change my line of questioning. Instead of saying, does anyone have questions for Linda? I'm going to say this. What did you learn from what you just heard from Linda?
How easy it is to do a fundraiser.
Okay, I can barely hear you, Tina, but I heard you say how easy it is to earn through fundraisers, right?
Right.
Okay.
How quickly you can get your iPad.
Who said that?
Rhonda. Pet.
Rhonda. Very good. Yes, that's how you can get your iPad. So what else did y'all pick up from the conversation, from Linda's? Who knows where to find information on doing fundraising at Avon 2.0? Y'all know where it is?
Scroll all the way to the bottom on the home page.
That's right. There's 4 things that everyone should know before you do a fundraiser. And then, of course, you have the fundraising help desk for support, and you have me. So just off the in your upline, of course. So just off the top of your head, what organizations can you think of that needs fundraisers that you're involved with every day?
I mean, it's not an organization, but I know a girl who is, she's going on a mission trip, I think, to Africa or something. She's trying to raise money right now, and immediately that's the first thing that popped in my head. Maybe talk to her about, doing a fundraiser to help her raise money to go on this trip that she's been wanting to go on.
Yeah, very good. I've got a cousin in Africa right now on a 18-month mission trip.
That's amazing.
I'm doing a fundraiser in December for a organization called The Other Side. And these people used to be drug addicts. And what they did is they got into this organization and they got better. And this organization helps them, find careers and do all these things for them. So in December, I have set up to do a fundraiser for them. And I'm also working on getting a fundraiser set up for a organization called Margie's Haven House. And that is for domestic violence in children and families.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got Robin Jenkins said there's a nonprofit organization called The Call. Is that right, Robin?
Yes.
Okay. And then Whitney says she has a coworker who was just diagnosed with cancer in her liver and is spreading at stage 4. And she's interested in doing one for her. So, yes, you can do them for individuals. And then Robin also says The Other Side is a great organization for foster children. So, you know, we all know somebody who could use a little extra money. We can all know an organization who has a need. So, you know, that's all. What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
My husband just caught a coon.
All right. I may catch a coon tonight too because my doors are wide open, and I'm notorious for feeding them things. So I can't throw away lettuce and apples and stuff like that. If something to eat it, I throw it out in the backyard. My neighbors want to kill me, I think, but they won't find out. And nobody knows. So, but yeah.
Unless they're on this conference call and selling Avon.
No, they're not. They're not. So, you know, it's great to know, you know, about these organizations. But you know what? Knowing how to do one, knowing there's organizations and individuals that exist is one thing. The big question is how. So anybody out there who's done a fundraiser, why don't you share how you got the fundraiser?
I got mine started. Actually, the very first one was through my granddaughter being a cheerleader at the school, and I approached the cheer manager or coach and told her what that they could earn through the fundraiser, and I've been doing them for probably 4 years now.
Good. And did that lead to other organizations in the school wanting you to do fundraisers too?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yes, I did. It went to the, you know, like the choir. The choir's the first time I've done it this year, but I did the dance. There's a dance team, a cheer team, the band. There's several different groups in the school that you can do one for.
So one thing leads to another, and you got that through a family link. Anyone else want to share? Okay. Oh, lots of questions coming through. Esther says, how does it work? Are you talking about the process, how the fundraisers work, Esther? It, you know, that's what I said. Go to Avon 2.0. Scroll to the bottom. It'll show you 4 different steps to start a fundraiser. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I'm trying to do this from memory. The first step shows you how to find an organization. The second step is the setup. The setup maybe, and then I know there's picking your flyers out, which is a question Robin had, and always making sure that you have a contract before the fundraiser starts. I think it's really important that before you start a fundraiser or even announce the fundraiser, that you and that organization chairperson has agreed upon all the terms of the fundraiser before you start one. So it kind of goes through those details, and Esther and anybody else, you want to pick out your flyers, let them pick it out. I'll tell you one other thing, and then I want to get to Robin's question. When I was a representative, I would always keep a fundraising folder with me. You know how now I keep the little one with all the incentives in it? I mean, this is just a cheap flyer or a folder. So you keep a folder, and inside you have some information sheets. You have a business card. You have the current flyers that are in the little, you know, these little plastic liners that I have, so that everything stays neat and clean. And that way, when you want to cross someone who has a fundraising need, you just pull out your little book, and you can show them anything and everything they need to know. One of the things that I think sold more fundraisers was having a list made of how many participants sell X amount of product equals X amount of dollars. So if it's a $10 product and you have 10 participants, if 10 participants sell 10 items off the flyer for $10 each, that's $100 per participant. That's the simplest math I can do because, you know, I don't like to do math. Y'all know me. But showing them how to make the money, how many participants do they have, and then dividing that number between the amount they want to make. And that way you can show them how much each participant has to sell. All right. So I probably over-explained that. And Robin asked, can someone explain the products that they have to choose from or more details about it? Okay. I'll tell you a little, and then I'd like somebody else to jump in too. But there are 4 different flyers to choose from at this time, I believe. Plus, we have Herbie. Herbie is a stuffed animal. It's Herbie the Hedgehog. We come out with a new stuffed animal every year. And then we have our 4 flyers that we use pretty much the whole year. So when you go to Avon 2.0 and you scroll down to the bottom, one of those 4 things will have the list of products to choose from. When you use a flyer, and that's a what do you call it? I don't know, an Avon fundraiser. Then you get a 50% discount when you register that fundraiser. You can also, if the organization is tax exempt, you get their tax exempt information and send that in. You don't have to charge taxes. And you get a 50% discount. So if Avon gets 50, and then you split the remaining 50 with the organization. Did that help answer your question, Robin? Okay. And one of the things that really I want you to watch out for is expiration dates. Look at the flyers. Look for expiration dates. Make sure that your flyer isn't going to expire in the middle of your fundraiser. And that's also why I never printed a bunch of them up. I only printed them up as needed. But I always had enough to show. What else would anybody like to add? I know I said a bunch, but I probably didn't say it all. Linda, did I miss anything? I think I lost Linda. Linda's like gone.
Is it going online now, the ability to do fundraising?
Yeah, it is. You can, when you go to Avon 2.0, scroll down, and it's one of the first things. You can click on that and learn how to do online fundraising.
Now this looks like the only one that's available right now is this expressive votive set. Is that correct?
No, there should be about 4 available right now. Y'all want to look?
Well, they're saying available. Well, maybe not.
That's okay. We'll look. Because maybe I'll just show y'all, and that way anybody who's feeling kind of lost can see where it is. So I'll go to my account. I'll show y'all a couple.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the Bug Guard, Skin So Soft,
good.
Moisture Therapy.
Good. So when you
the mini moisturizers.
Yeah, when you log into your account, scroll down, and right there, you see where it says Avon Beauty Buzz? It says start your own online fundraiser now at avon.com. I believe you can click on that link and learn how to do a fundraiser. And then if you scroll down a little further, here is all where you can find it. I know everybody knows where Deal Central is, don't y'all? That gets a lot of people in trouble. But the sales incentives are right next. Avon fundraising is right there. I wonder if there's a link in here for the to learn how to do the online fundraising. Let's see. Hero, offer flexible. Get started. Fundraising flyers. Okay. I didn't get a chance actually to look at the online fundraiser. I was actually traveling. Does anybody have anything they want to say about it? Anybody was on that has anything they want to add?
I haven't had time to look into it yet, but I've been meaning to.
Yeah, I need to look too. You know, that's the problem with doing recordings. When we know we can do a recording, we kind of get back to it later, and then it takes a while. But there's a lot of good information out there, and I know there's going to be a lot more. Everybody's been very excited about this for a long time. All right. Yeah, Linda beat me. She said she got lost. Her phone call dropped. All right. So, what do y'all think? I mean, the iPad incentive. Who wants the iPad? Nobody?
I want it.
Seriously, y'all gotta be excited about this. I'm gonna see the people who aren't showing their faces or in that they're going, yes, we want it, we want it. Okay, so I'm gonna say they're more excited than the rest of y'all are. So you got a couple of good ideas about sales. So what about the excuse me, the recruiting side of it? What about the trip to Los Cabos? Let's just go around a little bit. Just wherever you feel like it. Tell me, you want the trip or the cash?
Cash.
Cash. Trip. Trip and cash. That's right. So you want 500 or you want 1,000?
1,000.
Mm-hmm. You want a trip for one or a trip for two?
Ooh.
Exactly. All right. You know what happens if you win the trip and you want to go and you won the trip for two?
What?
You can trade it in for one. You can have your own room for that other trip, or you can room with somebody else and get a $500. Now, how many of y'all are like room with somebody else? I did that once. Total stranger. We're still friends to this day. But she's another Avon rep, and we have the best time ever. So has anybody else on this call ever been on an Avon trip? Miss Annetta, it is your turn, dear. I want you to tell us all about it.
Well, my husband and I got to go to the Bahamas. I think it was last year, and they flew us over to the Bahamas first class.
That cost you anything?
No.
No. Flight's free.
Not free. Stayed 4 days and 3 nights at the Atlantis Resort, all inclusive. And I meant all inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever go on an Avon trip, Avon knows how to lay it out for the rest.
Yes, they do.
Yes. Our breakfasts was like $60 and $75 a morning. Our dinners was like $300 and $400 a night. They party. It was all you can drink every night. We just had a good time. Avon really laid it out. So I'm excited about Los Cabos because I knew how the Bahamas was.
Yes. And Annetta, you going to get a trip for two?
Two.
Yes.
Sam's always got to go with me.
Yes, I agree. So, let's see, Linda, have you ever earned a trip yet? She might not can hear us yet. So,
Are you looking at?
I was just wondering, have you earned an Avon trip?
No, not yet.
Not
Got
yet.
close.
Not yet. Okay. I have earned an Avon trip, and it was just like Annetta explained it. Everything, all inclusive, anything you wanted, day or night. I literally I got up and I went to an excursion. I had to pay for your excursions, of course. And I went and swam with some dolphins, come back to this beautiful hotel, which Avon provides you transportation when you go on an excursion because they want you to be safe and they don't want you getting in the cars with taxi drivers. Don't do that. But they provided us a van, had Avon on the side. And if you wanted to go somewhere, you tell the man in the van where to take you. He took us to our excursion. He brought us back. I had lunch outside on this beautiful patio overlooking the ocean. Went down and hung out at the beach for like 5 minutes because there was seaweed, and nope, not doing that. Spent the whole rest of the day in the pool. I only got out to go to the little girls' room, and the rest of the time, I swam to the little bar, and they just kept refilling my little frozen margarita drink over and over. It was awesome. And the other time I got out of the pool is they set up a pizza tent behind me that had stone oven pizza. I don't know. Pizzas they cook in some kind of brick oven pizza. anyway, I got out and I got one of those and got right back in the pool and ate it there. How often do you get to do that for free? Anyway, it was amazing. So I really hope that everybody on this call and anybody who wants to go can. But I'm going to tell you, it will take, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to take work. There's going to be tears. I hope there's no blood. But it is a something you will work for. But you're going to love every minute of it. And as you're working for this trip, hopefully you're earning the iPad. You're earning some bonuses on the way. Because if you're still in Kickstart, you still have a chance to earn a $200 Kickstart bonus. When you become a bronze ambassador, you have the opportunity for a $500 bonus. When you advance to silver, you have the opportunity for a $750 bonus. When you mentor someone, you get mentoring bonuses. Bronze ambassador, $250, silver, $375. There's more, there's a lot more. I'm just not telling y'all all about it. The points you get for the trip, the sales that you make. I mean, think of it this way. I'm going to just do some quick math because I'm not good at adding things. 169. I think I'm supposed to, so don't nobody tell my boss that, okay? $3,000 times 40%. If you earned the iPad, we don't win anything, we work for it. You earned the iPad by yourself, you would make $1,200 and have an iPad.
Oh.
I don't know who said "aw," but I don't know if you're talking about me or you seem like a dog or something.
I saw a cat.
I figured, okay, but
I'm sorry. I'm one of these. Oh, look, a squirrel.
even if you and a team member combined got the $3,000, if you sold 150 each, that's $600 that you earned and got an iPad. Now, how many times have you walked into Best Buy and walked out with an iPad for free and $600? No. You walked in there to buy an iPad, then you bought accessories, then you bought your kid a video game because you felt guilty you was getting all the fun stuff, and you walked out of there owing $500, right? If you're like me, you did. All right? So, this is your opportunity, and I asked the question a while ago, and I'm going to ask it again. What does it take to earn these two incentives?
Recruiting and sales.
Recruiting and selling. Recruiting and selling. So let's talk a little bit about recruiting. We talked a lot about selling. And I'm looking over here, available through camp. Yeah, okay. Everybody, cash, trip for $2,000. Cash, please. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the team building side. That can be a little intimidating, right? That's why we're here. Because you can't just walk out and slay people with your Avon brochure and drag them back to your cave. You have to. They have to want to join your business with you.
Right.
I've got a couple of experts on here, and I would like for someone to share their best recruiting practices.
Come on, we want to know.
I don't even know who said that, but we want to hear a little bit from y'all. Caitlin shared hers a while ago about using social media and asking people about who wants an iPad and to make some extra money. Get that on for every day.
Me.
All right, go ahead, Haley.
Well, my biggest advice with that is finding out what they want. And what I mean by what they want is what they could use. We can all use extra money, but why do we need that extra money? What are we struggling with? And, with Caitlin, it's, finding out, building a relationship with them. But when you build a relationship with them, they're going to tell you their struggles. It's going to come out somewhere because, with single parents, single moms, all of us, what do we talk about the most? We talk about our finances. We talk about how much things cost, how much we pay for groceries. And, that's where you come in because you have to find that solution. It's just like selling a product. You find a solution.
Very good. So when you find out what the solution is, let's just do a bit of role playing here. And I know we didn't prepare for that, but I'm going to throw it at you anyway. Let's say that I am really struggling with being able to stretch my paycheck, you know, come, you know, right before payday. It's like, okay, it's just going to be tough this week. So what advice would you give to someone who said they struggled just providing?
Okay, well then you can tell them about the bonuses, the incentives, and you tell them about your story. You tell them what Avon has done for you.
Okay. What else?
And one of the stories is telling them how Avon has got me 3 months ahead in rent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exciting to them. So another thing you might want to find out too is, and it's okay to ask, because once they've told you that, they have no secrets. Just ask them, how much money would you need every month? And then when they give you that amount, let's talk about how to get it. And sometimes that can take a little bit of practice on your part to be able to help someone that deeply. But how would you feel if you were able to reach out to someone who struggled financially and you showed them how to not struggle anymore? I mean, what would that do for you? How would you feel about that?
From experience, it makes you feel fantastic.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling to help someone else, especially when you know they're struggling and get what they need. How many of us have a car payment and, man, got to pay that car payment, but it's hard. Gosh, they want their money every month, don't they? Yeah. So if I could show you how to make $400 a month, how happy would you be? How motivated would you be to get that bill out of your hair? So, Annetta, well, I'm gonna go one more step, and then I wanted to ask Annetta Sims a little bit about her recruiting practices, because she's been around a while too, and she does quite well. So let's look at it this way. If I told you that if you could, the Kickstart program, you work your way up to selling $400. And you can sell for $500 in your first order, or you can work yourself up to it. But if I could teach you how to sell $500 every campaign in Avon, and that gave you a $200 in profit. And then I showed you how to build a team, and you become a bronze ambassador, and that's approximately $50 in earnings. So you take $200 profit from your sales, $50 profit from your leadership. There's $500 a month, a $500 campaign, twice a month. Okay, I got that all messed up. $250 a campaign, twice a month is $500 a month. And that honestly is one of the first goals when I do a one-on-one with someone, that I say, let's get you to $500 a month. Let's get you to that first bronze leader level. Let's get you to $500 a month or a campaign where you're always making at least $200 and you get 40%. And then we go from there, because then we're not going to stay there, right? I mean, if I teach you how to earn $500 a month, are you going to stop there? Or are you going to say, I know how to do this. I got the hang of it. Let's keep moving on up the ladder, right?
Make more.
Yeah, and you're getting all of those points toward your trip. So the thing I like most is you're not just earning a trip to keep or cash in. You're not just earning an iPad. You're earning money along the way, and you're learning how to build a business. You're learning how to build a sustainable income. And to me, that's really where it's at. The iPad, the trip, the bonuses, those are icing on the cake. They're awesome, but they're icing on the cake. The real great thing is to be able to provide something that you wasn't able to provide before, knowing that you went out and did it on your own by running your own small business. That's my thoughts. So what do y'all think about what I just said? Inspired, scared, want to run away, need more money. What do we need?
More money.
All right, let's get more money then. You can learn how to
I did like hearing from the other two that were talking about their little tips and techniques, and I kind of like to hear more of that on the
I think
call.
that's great. Let's hear some more. And Annetta, can you hear me? She's not at her phone. All right. So who would like to share some more tips? And some of you, a couple of y'all are new, but let's see, Whitney, her phone, her internet probably went out. But Catherine, you just started. You haven't been with us that long. You just become a bronze ambassador. Did people fall out of the sky, or did you go get them?
I went and got them.
All right. Well, why don't you share some of your tips? How you went and got those people?
Well, I went to opportunity meetings that were posted by Stephanie, and that's where I got my second recruit, actually. That's Esther, who's on the call.
Yep.
And we were just talking about Avon and meeting up with other reps that day in Hot Springs, and Esther jumped in, overheard the conversation. She was there at lunch with a
coworker.
A coworker, yes, and she wanted to hear more about it. So,
and I know you signed up your mom.
Yes.
So your relatives. She would not have got the opportunity to meet Esther if she hadn't been out and about doing a pop-up with me.
Exactly.
And how did you get the rest of them?
My other one, I was delivering brochures to an oil company, and the ladies in the office, one of the ladies was like really gung-ho. She started handing out my brochures. She asked me to place an order for her, for actually one of her customers from the oil company, but they didn't want to give their name because it was a male. He wanted some cologne, but didn't want other people to know that he was ordering from Avon. I still don't know his name to this day. But this girl at the desk, we just got to talking, and I could sense that she really liked the Avon product. She was like, I'm handing out all the brochures. I'm giving them left and right to everybody I can. I was like, it was kind of random, not the typical script or anything, but I was like, you would make a really good rep. And she's like, well, how do I do it? She wanted to sign up right there, and we did it right before she left work that day on their computer, and now I have her on my team as well. And this weekend I'm doing my first event. It is the largest indoor garage sale in Texarkana, and it's gonna be my first event. It's only from 7 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon.
Ooh, good to know. I will be in town for that, by the way. I ain't coming at 7 o'clock in the morning though.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'll see you later. So events, and I also heard when she was talking to the receptionist, she was just there getting orders. Her and the receptionist started having a conversation. She sensed the receptionist, I'm tired, nose bothering me, wanted to sell, and she went for it. Erica's been doing some events, and she's been meeting a lot of new people and picking up some new people. I just went with Caitlin and Victoria and Amy. They did an event, and that was nice. I got to see that, and I enjoyed it. I really loved going. The scenery's beautiful up there, by the way. But that was great. So I hope y'all got a lot of names and a lot of people to follow up with. All right. So anybody else have any tips or questions that you want to ask one of our expert recruiters?
What are you finding is an appropriate time frame? Say if you take if you take a name and number from somebody, what's the earliest or the latest that you call them?
I usually do my follow-ups in the afternoon, more like brunch time too. Sometimes like at 10 o'clock in the morning because I don't want to do it too early, but I don't want to do it too late.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll also ask them what is the appropriate time for me to follow up with them too.
Very good. And then if you ask them when to follow up with them, and they say Tuesday at Tuesday afternoon, when do you follow up with them?
Tuesday afternoon.
Right.
Yep.
Because Friday morning is not gonna go over well, right?
Right.
No.
That's why.
And let me tell you something else that has helped me too. Even though someone may not seem interested, when you send them something, they will appreciate you thinking of them. I have learned that from experience. So, don't feel afraid. If someone has told you no, don't feel afraid to go back to them because, no's can turn into yeses.
Right.
I would much rather get a no out of somebody than a I don't know or not a response.
Yeah. And why is that, Haley?
Because even when they say a no, tell you no, doesn't mean they're not a potential. Okay. Normally the ones that will tell you no are the ones that will also tell you yes. And the ones that have told me no, when I'm posting on Facebook and I'm sharing my story and I'll post little things that Avon has done for me on Facebook, you know what they do? They message me.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe they're looking for additional information or they want a little bit of, proof.
Yeah.
And you don't know. So I would much rather have a no than not a response.
Yeah. Very good. What other questions do y'all have for maybe Haley or Caitlin? Robin says, exactly. Good job, Haley. All right, so let me run something by you real quick because we're coming to an end of our call. I really hope that everyone got something out of tonight. I feel like collaboration calls are always the way to go. That way you're not always just hearing from me. You're hearing from people who are out doing it. And I love that about the collaboration call. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. We are going to do this meeting every Tuesday, 11 a.m. or 7 p.m., whichever works best for you. I will record the meetings, but only if there's 5 or more people on the call. In other words, if people don't show up because they're just going to watch the recordings, I'm going to stop recording them. I'm on to that trick, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. So, but also the goal and the point of this call is to bring your leads, bring your team members. Let's help them learn. Oh, my sinuses. And let's help them earn. One moment. Sorry, y'all didn't want no part of that.
Hey, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Hey, I did want to let them know that once you get 3, I believe it is 3 team members, Avon, you can sign up to get leads through Avon.
Yeah.
That's where I was on the phone, but I was eating a hot dog, and I didn't want y'all to see me eat.
I knew you were doing something because I was like, where are you, Anita?
But once you get 3 team members and that they become active, you can sign up to get leads through Avon, and they send you free leads, and you can also sign up to buy leads. I think like $10 per lead, and you just worked up. Now, Erica, I think Erica, weren't you one of my leads from signing up through the Avon lead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Erica was one of my leads. So I've gotten several. The last 7 that I had to join my team was from Avon leads.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, so
Avon leads are only worth 150 points when they're Q&R. Points are points. But If you can recruit personally, you get 300 points. Personally, you get to pick your team members. But to Annetta's point, she hit the jackpot with Erica. And you're not recruiting just under your nose all the time. You can recruit out and across the country. So either way, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. One more time, and then we'll close this up.
Have any of you all gotten leads from Avon yet? Have you gotten any of the Alma leads?
Oh, yes.
I've had one.
I've had several
customers.
Yeah, I've had several.
Alrighty. And when you get
some work out and some don't. I mean, some won't even contact you. So contact you back. I mean, you have to keep following up with them and filling out your part on there, because if Avon sees that you're not following up, then they'll revoke those leads. But as long as you're following up with them, then they won't.
And when you I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, let me tell you what I do with the Alma leads. In the group of Northwest Region, Renee will post these little pictures. Like today, she posted one that was talking about Butterfingers. And what I do is I will text all my Alma leads that don't respond, and I will send them that picture. And I got a couple of hits today. So, here's some candy, and they like that candy. So
it's funny. I'm going to tell Renee that you said that, because that's also, she's going to like that. And if
I sure would like to have that picture.
Yeah, well, you can get it on the Northwest Region page. If you can find it, you let me know.
Okay.
And we'll find it for you. But if you're not a member of the Northwest Region page, at the bottom of my email that I sent you where you found this link tonight, you can click on that link and join the Northwest Region page. I also have a secret page. It says it's Avon Coach - Stephanie Pankey. You cannot join it. You have to be added because it's a secret. I don't want to explain why. But anyway, if y'all want to be on that page, send me a Facebook friend request and I will add you to that page. Okay? As well as we'll be personal friends, because I don't know how to not do it any other way. And I don't mind. My life is an open book. You're going to see pictures of my kid, my cat, anytime I go anywhere fun. I will not show you pictures of my food, though, except Taco Tico tonight, because, like I told you, that's apparently a big deal. My husband texts me. He's been waiting in line for an hour and 15 minutes for some Taco Tico. I don't know why. I was happy with just bringing home some barbecue, but whatever. I'm going to eat me a Sancho platter tonight. Maybe 10 o'clock, so I'm hungry. But anyway. All right, so I want to wrap this up because I want to respect everyone's time and end this at 8 the best I can. Remember to bring your leads. Remember to bring your team. And let's just start building. If anyone here feels like you need or want personal one-on-one attention, contact your upline or contact me or contact both, because we are here to help you. All right. Any closing remarks anybody wants to leave? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Good night. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm excited to see what you do with your businesses. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.